Hey everybody, it's Shana here from Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing. Happy Tuesday. I'm coming to you guys today with a topic that's a little close to my heart that I really wanted to share on here because it's something that I've been going through lately and in my business, a struggle that I've had in my business. And I feel like, this platform here, Girlfriend's Guide, is here because it allows me to share my journey with all of you guys. Hi, Elizabeth. It's allowing me to share my journey with all of you guys in this business and how I've been growing and learning and shifting and taking what I'm learning through all of this stuff and sharing it with those who are looking to grow their businesses and grow themselves as well. So I figured, this was the perfect platform. Hey, Chandra. Hey, Rosaline. Was the perfect platform for me to share one of the things that I've just recently come to terms with and am moving forward with in my business. And so I wanted to share here. And you guys, I've written all kinds of notes for the chat today. I don't know how this is going to come out because it took me actually a long time to be able to hit the go live button today because I don't know if I know exactly how to formulate this in a topic, but I do have some really strong points that I do feel really strongly about. So I'm going to just share it however it comes out. And those of you guys who know me, grammar and English is not my perfection. And so I will just get it out how I get out. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a quote that I saw recently. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. A quote that I saw recently that it said, leadership isn't a title. It's leadership is not a title. It's a behavior. Live it. And it's by Sharma. And it's so funny because I don't know why, for whatever reason, that really just struck me this week. And I don't know how many of you guys are on my mailing list, but if you're on my email list, I sent out my Monday message today and it was all about titles and about losing a title. So I don't know how many of you guys on this here in your network marketing business have shifted around in titles. Maybe you got to a certain place in your business and then things happened and you fell backwards and your title changed. If that's you, I want to hear from you because today's message is for you. Because sometimes on the outside, we look at people and we think like, wow, their business is amazing. Like they just went straight to the top and how awesome it is. And then, we have these shifts and stumbles in our business and we think that we'll never get there because we don't have that perfect ride or we don't have that, something that somebody else has. And I'm going to be here, the first one to tell you guys, what you see on the outside is not always what is going on in someone's business. And I'm absolutely going to be the first one to say here is that, I did have a really fast, go in my business. I went from, the very beginning of being brand new in network marketing to almost the top of the compensation plan in a year. And then 4 years after hit the top. And I didn't have a lot of struggle until recently. And so in this last, probably in the last 6 months, actually, it was actually almost exactly 6 months ago, I did drop down in titles. I did take my first, pull back in titles. And I have to say, it was a difficult time for me because I actually started not believing in the fact that I had the ability to be able to do what I had done before. I had actually started doubting the beliefs in my own leadership and my own skill sets. And it's taken me a little while. It makes me a little emotional. It's taken me a little while to build through this, especially being, somebody that people look up to, somebody that people come to. And I think, the reason I wanted to share all of this with you guys today through this platform is because I know there's a lot of people out there who are here, who have been here. And I've seen it in my business where people have, gotten to a certain place in their organization and then stuff happens, you guys. Shit happens. People leave. People quit. Things cancel. Business is cyclical. There is stuff that we can't control that happens in our business. And I've seen people go through these shifts in their business. And because of the loss of their title, they've turned around and left the business completely because they feel like there was something wrong with them. And I want to be the one to say and use this platform to say that if you've lost a title, lost 2 titles, gone back to, the very beginning, that there is nothing wrong with you or your leadership. It is, as Elizabeth just put, this is a numbers game. This is a business. And it's taken me a little while to try and figure out, how to formulate that in a way that, because I know for myself, I did feel like there was something wrong with me. I did feel like I was something that I did. I did feel like it was, I didn't do enough for my team. I wasn't doing enough for my business. I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that. Oh, maybe I needed to be more like this person or that person, or, maybe this is why it happened. But really, when I look back at it all, it's just circumstance. I do work my business consistently, and I will say that if you show up in your business every day and you are working your business and this happens to you, then it is not you. It is circumstance. But if you stop working your business, if you get to a certain level and you stop working your business and you think that that's just that once you get there that you can put your feet up and you're all good, yeah, absolutely you're going to go backwards. That may be a reflection on your commitment and your consistency in your business. But if you're showing up every day and you're doing the things that you need to do in this business, which is what I classify as a leader, somebody who shows up every day in their business. I love John Maxwell has that leadership. A leader is somebody who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way, regardless of your title, regardless of what you're being paid at in your organization. If you are showing up every day in your business and you are sharing your opportunity and your products and you're reaching out to your team and you're showing them how to do the things and you're applying yourself into your business every single day, week, month, then to me, girl, you are leading this. You are a leader in this business, regardless of what your title says. And so, it's funny because I know this stuff. I've done so much personal development, you guys. I have worked with so many leaders and read so many books. But when it happens to you, even though I'd done all that, and I actually believe that the personal development that I did do leading up to me going back in titles is what helped me get through it the way that I have. But and I see I lost my point. But anyways, when it happens to you, it can knock you off your game. But I don't want it to knock you off your game and take you right out of the game. Is where I'm going. I want you to do the work to get through this stuff, the head stuff, because you guys, 90% of this business is built in our heads, right? So if you can just, I love that the one saying I've seen many times: fall down 7, get up 8, and it's like, really just looking at what you've got here in network marketing as a business, and it's going to have ups and downs. It's going to have times of building and rebuilding, repeat, build, rebuild, repeat. And it's in these moments of us, losing a title or having somebody quit or having these obstacles in front of us. It's in those moments that we grow even stronger as leaders in this in this profession. It's in those moments that we do. I can tell you right now, my leadership skills have grown more in the last 6 months than they have in the last 7 years in my business, because of the struggles and the obstacles that we faced in my business, even in my personal life. Like, there's been a lot of things happening, and I know that from all of this is growth. It's funny, I wear this necklace you see here. This is the arrow, and I wear this specifically for a reason, and that's because the only way to launch an arrow is to pull it backwards. And sometimes we need to be pulled backwards. Sometimes we need to reflect and re-look at what we're doing to be able to be launched forward. And I know for me, when I promoted to that top level, some of the mistakes that I did make was that I thought that I had to start, just organizing the team and doing all this team stuff and making sure the team was okay. And I did take my eyes off my personal business a little bit during that time, and so I've turned around and looked back and reflected at where I could have done things differently, or where I could have, changed, something, or how I could have been better, or what I could have done. And really, you guys, the only thing I can say is that when you get to those top levels of the company, don't stop doing what you did to get there, ever. That's how this business works, is we're always in the trenches. We're always working our personal business. And this is the stuff that grows us into leaders, that makes us into top performers in this industry, because we can go, hey, guess what? I've been there. I can help you through this. I know that because I've been there. I understand it. I can share with you what I learned through that, right? So I saw on Instagram, it was Will Smith, and he had an Insta story. And in his Insta story, he was talking about failure. And I do not, for a second, I am not saying that losing a title is failure. It absolutely is not. But what I loved, what he said, was that people who are successful fail quickly, they fail often because they are out there putting themselves out there and they are trying things and they are doing things differently and they're learning from all of that stuff. And so his advice was to fail often and fail quickly and just get out there and do things. And so so my message today was just that if you've been here, or if you are here, or if you have lost a title, or if you are, we all have different businesses and our titles all work differently, but, relatively put, if we're at a certain title, whether you're a triple diamond or a blue square or whatever, whatever those things are, your value, your worth is not in that title. Your value is in how you show up every day for yourself, for your team, for your business. It's in the choices that you make. It's not in what the letters say beside your title. It has nothing to do with that. And you can be an amazing leader in network marketing and not have those titles or have those little things beside your name. And so that's my message today is, you guys, this is about progression. It's not about perfection. This is about taking action on a daily basis, being committed to your business. And when you do that, the titles will follow. The titles will follow you. The volume will follow. People will follow. The growth will follow. But you have to show up first, And so if you've lost a title, continue to keep showing up in your business. You'll get it back and then some. But it's those who stop and let that paralyze them. It saddens me to see that, saddens me to no end to see people who get paralyzed because of a loss in title. No shame, no stories, people. There is no shame in that. It is business. This is business. And business has its ups and its downs. Ask my husband. He's in a bricks and mortar business. It is an ups and down business. Network marketing is the same, you guys. It's no different. So I really just wanted my message today to be if you've been here or you are here or you've experienced, ups and downs and shifts in this business, you guys, if you talk to any top leader in network marketing, they'll tell you stories that would probably blow your mind about how, crazy and bad things have gotten before things got good, right? It is a roller coaster. You're right, babe. It's a total roller coaster. And my advice to you is to learn and grow through the dips, because that's what's going to make you the stronger leader, because you're going to make amazing choices for your business. Your behavior is going to change. You're going to show up every day. You're going to show up for your team. Your team is going to see that, because that's the other thing, you guys, is that if you let something like a title shift or, people quitting, if you let that shake you to the point where it stops you from working your business, what are you showing your team? What are you duplicating in your team? I have to show up even more, even bigger, even better, because I want to show my team that it's okay. It's okay. This happens. We just keep moving forward and we do more. We do more and we grow. And I'm growing my business now, not for the title. I have to say, when I first started, I wanted the title. I'm growing my business now because I want to share what I have, what I've built with other people so they can have what I have, so they can experience what I have. And I want to build an organization of leaders that is so strong and so stable. I don't care what title comes with it. I really don't. I want to be able to look around and go, I was able to help that person. I was able to show that person. I was able to help that person. That's what I want to be able to look at and see in my business. So major shifts in mindset that have happened within me in growing this business and in the dips of this business. That's where you learn the most, is when you're in the pit, is you learn the most because you're trying to climb out. And when you climb out, you just get so many amazing lessons from it and you see things totally differently. And so that's my message today. I don't know if it came out good, bad, indifferent. I don't even care. It's funny. I did an email last Monday and I had so many grammar and mistakes in it. You guys, I thought I proofread it. I didn't. And I actually got 2 people message me back. I hope if you're watching me, thank you for your message, but saying, girlfriend, you need some help in the grammar, spelling, you know, kind of thing. And I said, you know what, you're right. This is not my forte. My forte is in training and coaching and helping people in this business. So I have since I have a personal assistant who is helping me with all of that now. But you guys, it's not about being perfect. It's just about showing up every day in your business. And if you, yeah, that's just what it's about. So anyways, everybody, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I was trying not to look at the comments because I didn't want to get distracted, but thank you so much, Elizabeth, for all of your comments. Chandra, I love you too. Elizabeth says she feels like we've experienced the same thing. You guys, I think more people have experienced, you know, dips and losses and titles and things like that in their businesses, and then they try and hide it. And I have to admit, I've been there, and I don't think we should do that. I think we need to stand up and be proud of the fact that we've experienced these things and that we're still going, right? Like that we're still moving and still going. Like there's no shame in this, no shame. So remove the shame from it. So anyways, you guys, yes, Chandra, we cannot make it taboo. It is part of the business. It's the ups and the downs, and it's what makes us awesome and makes it fun. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that message was clear, and I appreciate it. I'm glad that I got through it without crying. And the tears don't come from the shame. The tears just come from being, you know, feeling sad or feeling like, I don't know, just feelings of like putting yourself out there when, you know, it's just a vulnerable spot. So anyways, I don't know. Thank you guys so much. Happy Tuesday. Look forward to seeing you guys again on Thursday. If you haven't jumped into our free Facebook group, Girlfriend's Guide has a Like a Boss group. I'll post a link for it. And also just a reminder that the mastermind that I do, I'm hosting a second mastermind for Girlfriend's Guide. It starts on Tuesday, January 16th. We're taking applications until Friday. So if you want to be a part of the mastermind group, it's 8 weeks of personally working with me together for 8 weeks. I will post a link for that as well. And we still have a room for a few more. And I'm looking forward to working with some of you guys personally. And anything else? I think that's it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you being on here with me. Have a good day, guys.